there's one guru that I do blame for me losing my first multi-million-dollar business.
Wait. Let me guess. Is it Gary Vee?
Yeah, I was a fan of Gary Vee when I was starting up this furniture business, right? Like he was big poppin' in 2016, and so let's look at his background. What's Gary Vee's background? It's cool, right? He started Wine Library. He took his parents' company and he turned it into a $100 million a year business.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
right. But then some of the things he says to his followers, I think he was just too agreeable. I wish to God I was listening to Dan Peña at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, so...
Well, you know what?
You look
whoa. I'm going to say, look, I'll tell you my quick opinion on gurus, and it's kind of the same thing with just advice in general. You have to watch out who's giving you the advice. The thing is, I feel like gurus are kind of like horoscopes. They say very vague things that apply to a lot of situations.
Yeah, it's supposed to apply to everybody.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's the thing. So they're just saying like, do it. Yeah. But like, it's not.
That's exactly what happened to me. He had this pretty vague thing that you could look at as a good saying, right? Like he said this, and he probably does apply it in his business life. He definitely did apply it in his $100 million thing, right? Because he grew his parents' company to $100 million, and then he brags. He said, "And I didn't keep any of it. I just gave it to my parents." But whatever. When your parents die, they're going to give it to you.
Yeah, it's in the family. Yeah,
it's not a big deal. And then he said, "You know who I am? I'm the guy who will take 49% and give 51% to the other guy or whatever."
Why?
He said that, and I don't know, but he was just spewing that. He said, like, I take less. I'm there, I'm there. I'm an agreeable guy. And I guess I had that guy in my head. So when my partner came to me and said, okay, let's do this deal where, I get 45%, you get 45%, this random guy gets 10%. I said, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Now, if I would have been listening to Dan Peña, Gary Vee says, "Oh yeah, let's all be giving. Life is great." Give.
I mean, the thing is, it's so easy for him to say that, though. It's super unspecific, vague garbage, right?
He had a good business life, right? But like Dan Peña, on the other hand, said something like, "I've been fucked in every single hole in my body," right? And I mean, what happened to Dan Peña is he started a business. I think it was an oil business. I'm not sure what it was. I just listened to hours of this guy. I love this guy. Mm-hmm. And he said that he grew this business. He made it public. He made his partners fabulously rich. And then they kicked him out, right? Yeah. So, he had a really good idea of how people could just be backstabbing bastards, right? So if I would have been listening to him, or I would have imagined, what would Dan Peña think about this deal? He would say, "Are you fucking crazy? Don't do it."
It's true though.
And don't do it, right? But like instead, I was listening to the very agreeable fairy tale guy. So
but you know what I will say? Look, I will say that I don't think it's as simple as always being like, I will not be agreeable. I will be agreeable. Mm-hmm. I think that sometimes you have to be agreeable. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes. And that's the problem with advice is it's not life in general is not black and white.
Well, dude,
it's not though.
This is black and white.
This is black. True. No, of course this is. But look, I'm not going to say that being agreeable all the time is a good thing. And I won't say that being disagreeable all the time is a good thing either. You have to pick and choose when you're going to apply that.
Yeah, sure, but there is a black and white to it.
In that specific situation, of course, that was stupid. Of course, yeah.
But no, just in general, usually the mega rich or the mega successful, they're disagreeable people. Yeah, and they might paint themselves as being like Mark Zuckerberg or on TV or even Warren Buffett on TV, looking like, hey, I just drink Coca-Cola, any McDonald's, I just go on jogs with my crew. Like a lot of these people are disagreeable, and because there's that saying, you get in life what you tolerate. Yeah, and if you tolerate a lot of bullshit, you're gonna get a lot of bullshit. Yeah. So I mean, it has to do with just trusting people, and I'm coming I came from I'm just an honest person. I'm not out to fuck people, right? And because I just, like our buddy Paul said, when we went on vacation, this guy lied to us for a few days about who he was.
Hilarious.
And
that's crazy.
He just said, I'm just an honest person, so I immediately just believe everyone's telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
So
it is true though, I mean, like, look,